Well, I'm changing to my nice clothes. I'm off to Daventry. I've got to go and get my card from the Conservative Club. I might pop into the real estate agent. I've got to go to the store that does the electronics to try and get a converter that I haven't got. It is a misty, misty day. Well, this comes up the back of the church here at Cold Ashby. It is freezing and foggy. Welcome to Daventry. We're in the Tesco car park. Have a look at it. Sticks, sticks, sticks. It is a terribly cold day. Terribly cold. I'm freezing. I'm just going to go have a look in Tesco and then get out of here. Got to go down and try and start the motorbike. Right, well, I've just been to Argos there. I've got a card reader so I can read the files off the cameras because of the new laptop, and now I'm going into the Conservative Club to get my card. Look at these two. So they should have coats on. It's freezing. Oh, it is bitterly cold. Bitterly cold, so let's go and have a look at our view out the back here. There, and their property and their deers are down there. Look at that. Oh, what a day. I've just realised today, the March of the 6th of March, is the day that I left last year. It was 1 year ago exactly today that I left England. Right, I haven't touched this bike for a year, and probably a week. That's when I dropped it off here. Here she is. So we're going to get all that off. Let's connect the battery and see if there's anything. If there's nothing, it's just battery out and take it with me. Simple. And then I'll just come back later. Look at that. That is insane. It's on, battery's on, and we have power. Possibly not enough power, but because there's enough power to do that, it means the battery's not dead and useless. Just not enough charge to kick it over, that's all. Very, very good news. The battery's okay. So I'm just going to put that in the car and get that charged somewhere. It's very heavy. But that is good news for everybody. Hoi.
3 days later.
Greetings. Well, the sun's actually come out. Look at that. Would have thought. Only slightly though. I'm off to Daventry now to sort out this bike battery. And then I can't find the keys to the bike. I must have left them on the bike. Probably drop the battery off, but maybe I can take the bike over to him today if he can do it by tomorrow, because I won't have a car on Monday and there's the weekend now, so that may not work out. Or off we go. Right, we have arrived. There's the battery, and here is the mechanic. It's the only one in Daventry.
It should respond. It's 12.12.
Yeah. He's got some lovely racing bikes here, and old ones too. Wow. Oh, look how much that is.
Two hours later.
Whew, okay, you wouldn't read about it. He's called me and said the battery's charged. There's about 11 11:15, and as soon as I get the call, it starts raining. So I can't go and put the battery in and ride the bike back because I just got these clothes on. So I'll have to do it another day, I think. But I'll go and put the battery in now. So there's the battery, and also I've got to do all this. So I've got to get an MOT, which is like your green slip. I've got to get that passed now because it's run out of that. I've got to take it off SORN, which is statutory off-road notification, and basically that's getting it re-registered again. And then I've got to pay the insurance. The insurance is going to be tricky because they only insure you for 3 months at most, and then I'll have to pay for another 2 months, and I think that's going to add up to normal insurance of just 1 year with a normal company, because this bike sure is a like quick insurance for the needy, so they charge you like a wounded bull. So I've got to work all that out as well. There we go. Right, well, I'm going to get this off. Well, the cover's in mint condition because it's only ever been in the garage. Right, here we go. So now I've just got to connect these two and the bike should start. Right, they're the two things that I need to unscrew to get the battery in. I don't want to drop them inside the bike, that's for sure. Bingo, the moment of truth. Let's start her up. Well, hopefully everything's going to be okay. I've just got to take the disc lock off, put the seat back on, and then I'm going to ride to Daventry and leave it there and then catch the bus back and walk back here. So that'll be an effort, but I just want to get the bike to them ASAP. Right, so this is where I cleaned up last time I was here and it's looking lovely. She wants this gone now. Oi, I'm going to pull it down for her. Get rid of it. And apparently my stuff is up here in the loft, but she said be careful, it is slippery. Hello. How you going? I'm just getting my bike back. Well, that was Mick who helped me with my bike last time. Quite a few other things too. He's a bit of a handyman. Well, trying to work out this door is incredible. There's a hole there, there's a hole there, but it's actually these. I've got to get in there and open it. There's two different keys. Oh, bazinga. Oh, why couldn't someone live in here? Hey? Now, where's all my stuff? There it is. Greg's. God bless her. She even named it for me. Oh dear, this guy was the last tenant. Didn't go that well for him, did it? Poor bugger. Right. So I need the helmet and the sat-nav. There we go. My towels, my helmet, that's what I want, my helmet. Yorkshire Gold tea. And unfortunately, this has fallen off the side of my top box, this bit here. I have to get that repaired. I don't know why that would have happened. Ooh. Spare keys. One helmet covered in mould. sat-nav. Unfortunately, like most helmets, that's all it's got all mould in it. I have to wipe that down with vinegar before I leave. There we go, what's in there? Tools, tissues, cup of soups, shampoo, Vegemite, pepper, razors, bottle of wine, ice cube tray, and my, what's in this one? There we go. Hooey. Kitchen. Oh, toaster. Toaster, toilet paper. Just remnants. Right. Whew. Let's go. Sat-nav, bike lock, helmet. Right. I had to completely clean out the helmet with vinegar, so you can imagine what I smell like. Oh dear. But there's a lot of rust on the bike, just everywhere, and the whole front wheel had seized up and wasn't turning. We had to push it out and actually break the rust to get the front wheel turning, so I don't know if the brake works or anything. So I'm just going to have to get onto the road and just be very careful. Just make sure everything's working properly. All right, then I'll see you safely at the mechanics. Well, I survived the trip. Oh, it was shaky. I had no gloves because they're packed away in the other bag at Foxton. I've gone in, every time I go in there, those guys rouse on me. What are you doing in here? Don't come in here, because they're renting a small section out for the motorcycle fellow, but SDS is the whole thing. And he just, every time I go, you can't just come in here. But I thought I'd organised it. Anyway, what do you do? So now I've got to walk back to the centre of town. I might take that opportunity outside of Tesco's, the bus stop, to get back to Charwelton and then walk from Charwelton all the way back to Preston Capes to get the car. But look, I'm safe. I made it alive. The brakes were completely frozen to the disc, rusted there. I wasn't sure it was going to the brakes were even going to work, but they did, and he'll look at it all and clean it up. I hope there's a lot of rust on it and stuff like that. So now it's just a big walk out of here. Oi. I wanted to go for a walk today, so I guess this is it. The bus was really late for some reason. Maybe Christine can pick me up walking from Charwelton to Preston Capes. Right, I've just come over the old bridge there. You can see it down there. That's that bridge from the 1300s. The Packhorse Bridge, they call it. And Charwelton's over that, the church is over there, which I'll be going. I just rang Graham. And church is on at Charwelton on Sunday morning, so I'll be having church there, which means at 11 o'clock I'll be out with the ladies on the road having a cup of tea in Preston Capes. So I've got to walk back now to Preston Capes, and it just started to rain. The bus was late, 25 minutes late or something. I wasn't interested in the reason, but so now it's going to start raining on me. Let's hope it stops, and that's it. Charwelton to Preston Capes by foot. I've done that many times. Oh, you wouldn't read about it. It was a taxi. We're hailing a taxi on a free lift. Just beautiful, isn't it? Look at it. Oh, it's absolutely glorious. The cutting of this hedge is just absolutely precise, isn't it? Wow. Well, there she blows. Charwelton Church. I'll be there on Sunday morning. No one is stopping, not even slowing down. They're screaming past me at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Oh well, the walk will do me good. Right, so that's where I used to stay. In there, straight ahead. Here I am in my vehicle, and Chris in here just gave me a lift back. She gave me a lift back on that last top piece there, so it saved me probably, I don't know, just a little bit less than a mile of walk. So it's back to Welford to crash. I'm exhausted. Whew. Oh, home sweet home. Home sweet home. I am shattered. I can barely walk. I don't know what it was. Was it all the walking? I had to walk an hour from Charwelton to Preston Capes. Chris picked me up right at the end. Had to walk half an hour from the mechanic to the bus stop. But I don't know, trying to pull the bike off the centre stand because the front wheel was rusted to the brake and it wouldn't turn. Had to sort of snap it to get the wheel to turn. Oh, I'm so sore, like glutes, back, legs, everything. So it was an absolutely beautiful trip back in the car through that countryside. You've got no idea. It was lovely. Look at, it's hard to see out there. It's just a cloudy, misty day out in the fields over there. All right, that's why I'm here, to suck up this beauty. So now I have to sort out the insurance. I can't pay the tax until the MOT's done, so the mechanic's got to do that. That's like a registration in Australia, Rego, and then pay the insurance. But it's sawned, which means it's off-road, something off-road. And I've got to let them know that it's back on the road. MOT's got to be done because it's out of Rego, as we would say, and get all that sorted. But I'm not in a rush because the weather's not fantastic, and it's a bit dangerous, you know, in all this sort of misty, half-wet conditions. So the saga continues on this one with the bike, but it's all happening quite nicely.
3 days later.
Right, I'm trying to wade through this, getting my bike back on the road. Paperwork wise, they've just fixed it. It's going to cost 280 something pounds. So it's got the MOT, which is like the pink slip, done, and he's fixed everything on the bike and sorted that out after being a year in a wet garage. Now first thing I've got to do is change the address. So I've changed it to here because I don't have an address yet, but this is good enough. So my attempt now is to try and get the tax paid on the vehicle, and then I've got to get it insured. So it's just paperwork everywhere that I've got no idea. I haven't seen it before. It's a new thing to me.
1 eternity later.
Right, look at the state of me. I'm telling you, 4 hours that took. 4 hours. I rang up and had to change the address on my registration. Then I had to pay the tax. Well, the card wouldn't go through. I ended up, the Travelex wouldn't send me the code. The NAB bank cannot send me the code, even though before I left I said that you have to email the code to me. They said, sure, no problems. No, first call of duty when I go back to Australia, I'm cutting up those 2 cards and cancelling my NAB accounts. You've got to be joking. They make over $4 billion a quarter and their customer service is rubbish. So they're gone. And I will not use that card while I'm over here now. The Travelex card wouldn't work because they couldn't send me the code to my email. So I had to ring the Philippines. It was agony. I was an hour on the phone with a girl that I could not understand, and the phone line was dreadful. So it still won't work, but I've given them the new UK phone number, so now they send their codes to that. And then I tried it to pay the insurance, and it didn't work. So I had to ring up the insurance company and pay over the phone. 4 hours. I'm exhausted, but the bike's insured, the bike's paid, the rego and everything. I just have to pay the mechanic £280, and on Monday we're off. We have a bike. But really, this weather here, it's sunny now, but it has a great tendency to be raining at the moment, so I'm a bit reticent to get on the bike. That's all I've got.
3 days later.
So what are we doing? We're just grabbing bags here?
We're going down to this woman's place and just picking up all my gear,
yeah,
and then driving to the mechanic at Daventry, and you drop me off and I ride off. Right, we're back. Just to pick up the gear. It's at the top of the garage there. Right, we're back here again with these complicated. So we've got to get all these three things and take them out. Thank you. Oh, here she is. Just got to get the top box and be very careful. Careful with that guy, the mechanic. He goes crazy if I walk in there without permission. Now, I've just got to get the top box open and empty it. Done. Well, there it is, SDS. Well, why is it not starting? You're kidding. Has to start now. It must. You gotta be joking. Oh, unbelievable.
Come in that little door here.
Sure. Yeah, the bike won't start.
All right.
No way. I think it could have been the kill switch there, or maybe the alarm stopped it from starting. Then I couldn't get the top box off, then I couldn't get the seat off to test the battery. Let's hope there's nothing else that's going to go wrong. I've got to go in and get him cash. He wants cash. So let's do it. On this very wet day. It's going to take a while to get used to the feel of the bike, and let's hope it doesn't actually start raining heavily. And the discs are rusty, so I've got to sort of keep braking to smooth them up a little bit. Very comfortable bike. Steers like a dog, but I think I'll get used to it. Have to adjust those mirrors. They're both out. It's 11:11. No! Right, I've got to go to the bank. Right, I've adjusted the mirrors, so they should be okay now. And I won't go to Tesco. I'll go back and pay him the money. He wanted cash, just to make sure that I can start the bike. That's lucky. Let's go. There's Hawkins and Hawkins. Harrison, what is it? Hawkins and Harrison. Are you kidding me? It's got no idea. Hey.
Alright.
Well, I'm back.
You're back. Started again, obviously.
Yeah. £100 Great British pounds.
Yeah. Because great bloody British pound.
What's that?
So the great British bloody pound. Yeah.
40. Do you think they're going to make any attempt to get the King's picture on any money, or just not?
No, they are. Yeah. Yeah.
Surely slowly, like over time.
Well, they're thinking about printing.
£385 cash. He told me 285 and didn't mention that he wanted cash. And I've had to go and get the money and come back again. So I've done that, and now I'm off to Tesco to see. And here we are at Tesco's, doing a reverse park. It's my first load of shopping in the There it is. Helmet comes out and the food goes in, and now I'm ready to ride back to Welford. Well, good luck to me. Nothing's gone right today. In a minor way, but nothing seems to have worked. I just had to go through a rigmarole then because I didn't put the Tesco card in properly to get the discount. Over and out. Lovely, bloody lovely. "20 mph advisory is green," so they're advising us to do 20. I think 20 is reasonable in all villages, really, instead of 30. Lovely, aren't they lovely? Yeah, lovely. We're back. Uneventful. I've got to get cracking looking at places to stay. I've got 1 week left here. Easter's coming up, so I need to get on with it. Alright, well, we're back safely. I'll take this in with me.